Welcome to the 7th round of the GPVWC Superlights season, and today we are driving in Canada, Montreal, and let's go with the quali as always. And as you see already, me in P2 and Joseph into P4, quite a strong qualification for us, but there was so much more potential for us. In the practice session I did a 10.9. This would have been pole, and I was compromised in the final minutes because I couldn't get back on the track as Air Factor, who is the best game that ever existed. But yeah, the quali laps were alright. I think we both had, as I said, so much more potential for better. I think we could have gone a 1-2, but that's racing and that's quali, and we know that our strength is normally in the race, at least for me. Joseph tends to go quicker in quali than me, but at least in the practice session, but then in the official quali he's a step behind. Yeah, through the World of Champions, take it easy, and then over the line P2 and P4, which was a good result. Onto the fifth starting lights, and it's go, and Sotero gets a pretty good start. I'm still on his outside. I try to go around the outside, but Sotero just closes the door, and now you see also Joseph, who's side by side with Murno. Murno cuts him off aggressively, but it was all clean. And if you notice already my upshifts, I already went into tire saving, as it's in the Superlights cars you will never be allowed to push at all, and that is gonna be a mistake later where I decided to push way too much. But yeah, following Sotero, and we had our positions off quali. Now lap 7, I had the feeling that Sotero was already struggling on tires because he was a new driver to GPV, so I thought he might be inexperienced and don't know how the tires work. So I thought, maybe his tires are dead already, but let's see. And on this lap I tried to pull a gap, which didn't work, and onto lap 10 we joined on board of Oscar Sotero in the Brem GB car, also a new team in GPVWC. And it's gonna be a straightforward move, gonna be exactly the same as I did, just the DRS and slipstream is way too powerful and wouldn't be smart to defend. And one big difference you notice, Sotero could take a lot more curve than I could, so his setup was much better for the curves, and that just gives you a huge advantage. Onto lap 15, Sotero's tires were finally, what does mean finally, but Sotero's tires slowly went away, so I could have passed in lap 15, and now it was about trying to pull a gap. And lap 17, Joseph, who goes into the pit lane. Murno went already, and maybe Joseph can overcut him, but it's very unlikely on this circuit, and it's likely that Murno's gonna undercut us both, but he's gonna have the worst tire later. So let's see, Joseph went to the mediums, so it's definitely 2-stopper. I once I would have been likely if you needed to put like 25, 26 on the medium, and then 32 on the hard. And I went on the medium as well. 2 laps later, I always like to go longer and have a tire advantage. So you will see now how I exit the pits, where I come out, and Joseph has undercutted me, Murno has undercutted me, but Sotero, who boxed a lap earlier I think, didn't undercut me, and that was pretty important because Sotero was lightning quick in this race. And onto lap 20 we move forward to a bit of traffic, and yeah, Joseph needs to get through as quickly as possible because Mano is gonna run away and build a gap to secure his second win of the GPVWC Superlights season. Now Joseph is behind Robin Mooling, and I also got past Mike Quint in the Luna car. He was, I think, going for one stopper, or he did a very early stop, I don't remember it anymore. It was too long ago, and now Joseph is stuck behind the Rookie Monster car, which is one of the teams we work with, Optimal and Rookie Monster. So yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Robin now locks up into the hairpin, and Joseph will get DRS and will make the move stick now with a bit of push to pass and DRS. And now I am behind Robin and I need to get past him as well to make it as quick as possible so we can get after Mano. And yeah, down the inside, and that was a pretty straightforward move. Sotero gets also now Robin, and yeah, we will move now onto lap 24. And you see that Joseph is sliding massively, so we decided to sort the cars around to see how much more pace I have. And yes, wide open, getting alongside and making the move stick. Now it's going to be the challenge to chase down Mano, and Sotero now will maybe get a chance on Joseph. You just see it's insane how he can jump over the curbs, and with a little mistake Joseph did on the exit of World of Champions, Sotero gets through and is now into P3, which wasn't ideal for us because now I am as well under pressure of Oscar. But yeah, lap 37, I knew that Mano's tires went. I tried to prepare a good exit, had a bit of an oversteer on the exit, but it's alright. Yes, and now push to pass, which allows me to pass Mano on the straight, and that was pretty easy as he had worn tires and his tires were basically dead. Now I tried to make a gap and it worked also. Mano decided to pit 2 laps ago, so I went on lap 40. Really close to the speed limit in the pit lane, nearly got a penalty for that. But yeah, Mina on the soft, which was probably the wrong tire choice in the end. I should have gone either 2 or 3 laps longer, and then the soft, or I should have gone with the medium now, as the soft, as I over push the soft so many laps. But yeah, we will see what's gonna happen still. Now you see Mano right in front of us, and now it's time to chase him down. I didn't want to destroy the tire in the early stages, and 1 lap later Joseph decided to pit as well for the soft tire. But this awesome game doesn't show me what white tire he has, because Air Factor 2 is the best game in the world. And there we see also Philip Pushki in the Drake car pitting for a set of the soft tire, and yeah, he and Joseph will battle it out till the end of the race. Lap 33, now right behind Mano. I knew that I have to make the move quickly, so Sotero doesn't get me fast, and you saw the car in the background there, and now I went for it with push to pass DRS. Mano defends the inside, I try to go around the outside, and now side by side through the Wall of Champions, and luckily we didn't touch. It was a very risky move, but I needed to make this pass. Now on to lap 48. Pushke is now on the back of Joseph, and yeah, this is gonna be pretty much a straightforward move, as nearly every move on the circuit, as the straight is so long and you basically have no chance to defend unless you deploy everything of push to pass you have. And now Joseph was behind Philip and onto lap 54. You knew I made a gap in the meanwhile, but the gap shrink because my tires were gone. And now Sotero goes round the outside of Murno, nearly touching, but that's alright. Sotero makes the move sick, and from this moment on I knew it's gonna be very difficult to defend him. And I searched for ideas on how I could manage it, but I didn't have much to push the pass left, and yeah, you'll see just how rapidly he will be gaining, and I decided, yeah, okay, go for it. I don't want to risk a collision or whatever, because my championship rival, Soriano, was in P7 in the meanwhile, I think. So I knew I would make points up on him, and that was the most important thing to think about the championship, because Sotero, even if he gets now a primary drive, it's unlikely that he has a good challenge for the title. But I mean, who knows? It can always happen. And that 57 Murno, yeah, had also pushed the pass, better tires, and went through as well. And yeah, it was quite disappointing for me, because I felt like we had a much better race car, but also what didn't help us was that we didn't practice with the upgrades we chose, and so the setup was built on the old spec, and it wasn't ideal. It was slower or with the upgrades than the old spec, but it is what it is. We still had to fight the pace to fight for the win. And now onto the final corner. Normally you don't think there's nothing gonna be happening there, but I lose the car, hit the wall, and I need to reverse to finish the race. And yeah, Philip gets the podium, Joseph into P4, and I cross the finishing line, P5, backwards. And I was speechless, because I thought how this could happen. And yeah, race result, Oscar wins on debut, congrats to him. Lucas P2, Philip P3, me and Joseph P4 and P5. In the standings I extended it to 26 points now, and because True North had one DNF and we both beat Jakob, we extended our lead, and we are leading now with 46 points, and that is it basically. We will see us again for Silverstone, a nice track, hopefully gonna be an interesting race to watch. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like, leave a follow, and see you next time in Silverstone. Bye bye.